All right, man. Detroit Lions lose 22-29 to the Green Bay Packers. Goff had a couple turnovers. Jordan Love played fantastic. Second week in a row, they allowed a quarterback to look fantastic. A third week in a row because they allowed Herbert to look pretty good. Limited. Green Bay defense had some injuries. Horrible. Lions was trending downwards. And you know it's coming. Usually they start off slow. They finish hot. Now, people say, oh, they can run the table. And I'm like, y'all know who y'all talking about? Y'all talking about the Detroit Lions. That's what y'all talking about, the Detroit Lions. Ain't nothing to given with the Lions. And right now, they headed to a downward spiral. And now that the offense ain't offensing, you know what I'm saying? It's been the second week in a row where it looked like shit. Now it's exposing that the defense got some problems. And like I said, they're ahead of the rebuild. I mean, it's all house money. You know, Goff supposed to be playing for some money. Now it's questions coming up. I mean, you got to ask yourself, is Goff injured? Is he point shaving? I mean, all of a sudden he's just starting to drop the ball. Now you about to get a contract. You win a playoff game, you get a contract. And now, right now, you know, Goff is the biggest reason. But you seeing if Goff drop off, expose the defense even more. And then, you know, today they chose to go with Montgomery more than Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know what the rationale was. I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but, you know, what's going on there. Goff is inaccurate. What was that, a fourth down across the middle of the second quarter? He missed Laporta. I mean, even for that fourth down inside the 20, you know, he missed Laporta again. You throw the ball behind him, he, you know, instead of throwing the ball and leading them to the back pylon or putting it on them on the back shoulder. So I don't know what's going on with Goff. I don't know if it's injured, his girl left him, he point shaving, or whatever the situation may be with him. I can't call it, but you know, he a big reason for what's going down. His play dropping off, and guess what? So is the Lions. You know, and he's the guy that damn near touched the ball every play. So his play dropping off, so is the Lions, and now it's exposing the defense. And with the defense, it's just to the point where they're getting pressure. They not closing out the sacks. They getting the pressure. They not closing it out. You know, they don't have anybody else to help him on that line. And Honest Rookie played today. Pascal played today. There ain't no help out there to help Aiden Hudson close it out. And then on the back end, you know, safety cornerback wise, you don't have nothing behind Jerry Jacobs, behind Cam Sutton. You know, and if they would have drafted Devin Witherspoon, maybe it'd be a little bit different. You know, I can't really call it, but, you know, right now, Goff's performance is dropping off. Therefore, it's exposing the defense, and the defense got some ways to go. You're going to always turn back to, they should have took Jalen Carter. They should have took Witherspoon. They should have took Christian Gonzalez, even though he out for the year, was having a fantastic rookie year. That was one of the few bright spots for New England. You know, but, you know, right now, you seeing the lack of pass rush is hurting the whole defense. You know, it's hurting the whole defense. So, you know, but with Goff, I mean, it ain't nothing that Ben Johnson can do. They can continue to run the ball, and limit to where he throw the ball at. But right now, the Lions ain't gonna do shit. I'm sorry. The Lions ain't gonna do nothing. The fools go right now. We'll see if Dan Campbell can make the adjustment. They don't need to be quite playing their best football right now. You want to be playing your best football December going into January. That's when you kind of want to get hot. So it's probably good they going through this turbulence right now. But right now, you know, Goff is the story. And then defensively, I'm gonna talk about that. But Goff is the story. You had a defense that was injured. You had a piss poor Chicago defense. They good against the run. Still, the run bailed you out last week. And right now, he just off. You know, the money's on the line, the cash on the line. He off. Ain't no two ways to speak on it. He off. He is F off. He's inaccurate. He's throwing behind people. And, you know, people are blitzing and they starting to get pressure. So, you know, that offensive line, you know, Jonah Jackson is starting to show. You know, and it happened with Brock Purdy. They took away Trent Williams, and he's a left tackle. And, you know, he started to get exposed. It wasn't too much about Debo. It was more about Trent Williams. The Lions, Jonah Jackson don't play. They starting to get exposed. 7 straight losses on Thanksgiving. The one game that, we thought they should win, they don't win. I mean, the team that you popped last time. You get them at the crib and golf. I just can't explain it. But they the Lions. Until they shake to this misnomer of being the Lions, that stigma, they're always gonna be the goddamn same old Lions. And golf is showing, why they drafted Henderhooker. Let's address the elephant in the room. It's a reason they took Henderhooker. If they have full belief in golf, you don't take Henderhooker. And some of them downs where they playing the Lions, how they playing them, and golf got an opportunity to run, and it should be a 10, 12-yard pickup, and it's a 3 or 4-yard pickup, if that, or a sack or a loss. It's a 10-yard pickup by Henderhooker. Henderhooker's going to have a golden opportunity to be the Lions starting quarterback. You heard it here first. He's going to have a golden opportunity because golf is going to go through these situations. Golf is going to go through this turbulence. He's going to start turning the ball over. And Henderhooker, all he got to do is just continue to stay right now in them books. Stay in them books. That's what I would do. Stay in them books. Learn as much as you can. He got an opportunity. If they give him a fair shake, Henderhooker going to have an opportunity to be the Lions. Because Henderhooker, all he got to do is what he did in Tennessee. That's it. And just run a little bit more. Maybe not as much as he did in Virginia Tech, but that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Hand the ball off, get the ball out quick, play action, go down the field. That's it. Henderhooker only problem is he like to try to look down the field for the big play too much, so he going to have to learn to go underneath. But Jared Goff, this is why you don't give him a 5-year deal, 4-year deal. You give him a 2 or 3-year deal at the max. You give him 2 years with a potential out after the second year. This is why. But I'm going to assume that he got some type of injury. And now they don't put all the injuries on the injury report. I'm going to assume that he has some type of injury. No, that's what I'm going to assume. That's what I'm going to assume. So that's what I'm saying. But about Aaron Glenn, yeah, he got to go. I'm an advocate for brothers in high places and brothers in positions of power. But right now, he just got to go. They got to find them a new defensive coordinator. That's Dan Campbell boy and all that. But he is piss poor in his calls. That Charger game was piss poor in their call. He don't have the answers, Sway. He ain't got the answers. They don't have the answers. When they blitz, it look terrible. When they play zone, it look terrible. Only time they look decent is when they play man-to-man coverage, but they can't play man-to-man coverage. You play man-to-man coverage, you're back to the quarterback. And the quarterback take off a run, you don't have the athlete. So people say, well, he doesn't have the personnel. Cool. Okay, make a defense that can play towards their strengths. And when they play these mobile quarterbacks, he fails to put in some type of NASCAR package. He fails to make the adjustment. You look and you like, man. And maybe he don't have the soldiers to carry out the mission. Maybe somebody could do more with less. But, the defense is just progressively getting worse and worse. And one of the reasons they're getting worse, Goff turned the damn ball over. If it ain't an interception, it's a fumble. If he ain't fumbling, it's a Craig Reynolds fumble. You know what I'm saying? Golf is getting progressively worse. So then again, when you put your defense on short fields, when you're going for it on fourth downs and stuff of that nature, so defensively they need to be they need a better scheme. And that fall on Aaron Glenn. Their scheme is not conservative, it's not aggressive. It's just somewhere in no man's land. And I'm an advocate for his ass getting fired. I done seen enough. I done truly seen enough. And that's my opinion. And that's my opinion. That don't make it factual. That don't make it true. That don't make it that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. So I'm tired of talking about his defense. I'm tired of talking about them, bro. It's terrible. They seem not to have the answers. They seem to kind of continue to be in no man's land with how they operate and all that type of stuff, man. And they play zone, they look horrible. When they blitz, they look horrible. They need a proven defensive coordinator. Next year they gonna be looking for an offensive coordinator, and they probably need to be looking for a defensive coordinator too. You know, it ain't nothing that Ben Johnson can do if Jared Goff can't make the throws that he's been making all year. He can't make the adjustments when other defenses when other teams make the adjustment versus him. And this is why Jared Goff ain't no top quarterback. So they knew it was a possibility. This, you know, I don't even know if I would think about. I don't even know if I would pay him, to be honest. If he keep trending this way, I don't think I'd pay his dog. Definitely not top 5 money. You know? Definitely not top 5 money. And I'll probably pay him 2 years. And I'll give Henderhooker every opportunity to win that job. That's what I say. And see you go from there. But, you know, with him, there's a what do you call it? There's a relationship between him and Brad Holmes. When you let personal get into business, it don't never go well. It usually don't go well. I ain't gonna say never. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, but I ain't surprised. Like I said, I don't put my faith in them. And I did do a same game parlay where I bet on them. That was my fault. That was my fault. Straight up and down, that was my fault. Anytime I bet on the Lions, they lose. And I knew better. I knew better, but they lose. It's no shocker there. You know, if Goff starts sliding, I don't know how you justify giving him a new contract. I don't know how you justify it. Or anything that's respectable in a new contract. So, I mean, open up a door for Henderhooker. I thought at one point they should have pulled him and put Teddy Bridgewater in. You know, that's what I thought. I thought at some point they should have pulled him and put Teddy Bridgewater in. Something ain't right. You know, I don't know what it is, if it's an injury, point shaving, or whatever the situation may be, but I would say this deep into the season, it's probably an injury. It's probably injury. So, but yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, and Anchor. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.